Good morning from Washington, New Hampshire. Still at Pillsbury State Park here. Kind of had a slow morning today here. I didn't pull the camera out during breakfast or anything like that. Decided it's time to get up and doing some stuff today here. It's after 11 already. Had myself a nice omelet for breakfast. And now I think I'm going to go out for a little walk around the area here. We work my way up to Balanced Rock. Should probably grab the copy of the trail map here before I take off too here. So let me grab that out of the van here. We're going to go for a little walk. We're going to shoot the tour video simultaneously. So so I'll be shooting two videos at the same time here. That should be interesting. But anyway, all right, let's go grab the trail map here and take a look around. It is nice here though. This is definitely quickly becoming one of my favorite campgrounds. I'm sorry it took me so long to come here, but I definitely will be coming back here, especially to this campsite. Yeah, the only downside to this campsite is how close it is to the road. I could hear those windmills off there whooshing inside my van all night, but you know what? I didn't mind the sound. I found it actually comforting, so don't mind it at all. So that was good. But anyway, so yeah, I think we're going to try to work my way up to Balanced Rock today. Lots of trails I'd like to explore, but I don't have time to do all of them, not on a two-night trip. Especially since tomorrow it sounds like I'm going to have to take off fairly early, and I got jobs piling up on me here right now. But oh well, at least I got one day of relaxation here. I did have a couple of work-related calls I had to take care of this morning too, remotely. Fun. It's always something. Alright, this is Site 1A here. I wanted to check this out here too. This is the hike-in site that's right next to mine. So I'm going to take a look to see how far away it is from my site. Yeah, it's not too far from my site. Looks like they have their own bathroom too, which means that other toilet that's out in the woods is... well, we'll get into that. This is the remote site here. Oh, nice. That's a nice quiet little site here. The platform and that, and a little muddy walkway down to the small pond. Yeah, it's a bit of distance from my site too, which is good. I like that. Further apart they are, the better I like it. Let's see, here's the trail here. Heading back towards my site. I want to see what's up here. See if I can get to any point where I see anything familiar. Yes, I do see something familiar. Through here. And there's a little toilet in the woods over here. Yep. Toilet with a view. No real trail going to it. If you just keep going this way a little bit. And there's my van. There's Wolfman Jack. That's how close the two sites are. So, if there was somebody in that remote site, I'd have to be quiet. Luckily there's nobody there. There's nobody anywhere near me on this campsite. Yeah, you know I'm going to have to hike down here. Let's go see what the Narrows is. I know that's the path between the two ponds there that you can kayak through and things like that, but let's go see where this trail takes me. See if there's anything interesting down here, if it's just a big mud pit, which is what I'm suspecting it's going to end up being. Nope. Lots of mud around here, but so far they're providing walking surfaces to walk on that are not in the mud. So that's a good sign. Lots of roots to step on too. Trees are doing their job to keep the mud under control. And this is where the Narrows Trail takes you. And we got a little bit of wind today too. Where'd that come from? Well, that'll get the windmills moving. Oh, this walkway's kind of neat. carved out through all the wildlife, through the plant life anyway. Another viewing point for the water over here. Well past peak, that's for sure. Continuing on, another viewpoint on the other side of the big rock. No easy way to get to the rock. Lots of little interesting twists and turns on this trail, and it's got these little numbers along here. There is a guide that explains what they are, but I don't have one of those with me. But lots of little interesting twists and turns. And boardwalks and all that sort of stuff. Coming up on number 9 up here. This trail just keeps going. It goes a lot further than I thought it would. There's a little picnic table over here. Cool. Oh, that's neat. Certainly seen better days though. Here we are, we're actually at the Narrows. This is the space between the 2 ponds. And you can walk right out onto it. Unfortunately they're doing some cleanup work at the main office over there, so it's not exactly quiet. But here we are. This is spot number 10 here, which is probably the Narrows itself. This is the end of the trail here. But this is where you'd pass through from one pond to the other. Oh, that's neat. Even though past peak, there's some nice colors in the trees here. And yeah, I'm going to guess this campground used to be all old farmland, judging by the walls and things like that around here. Love that barn. Looks pretty old too. I wonder what things like that are. There's a concrete thing in the middle of the woods right there. Balancing Rock Trail, 1.2 miles. Yeah, let's do it. What the heck. Let's go see where this trail goes. So many things to explore. There's another, the road kind of continues on that way. I'd love to explore that area, but just not enough time in a 2-night trip to do everything. Just gives me a reason to come back, I guess. Oh, I'm doing Balancing Rock Trail instead of Balance Rock Trail. That's where I'm going. Check out Balance Rock, and we'll start working our way back and have some lunch. Certainly hitting a nice little pocket of color over here. And some obstacles to get over these tree branches here, but this is nice. Beautiful up here. I was mesmerized by the pocket of color. It didn't occur to me that those branches would stop you from going that way, because this is the actual trail over here. Where it's actually marked Balance Rock. So it's this way someplace, but it's really hard to follow a trail this time of year. Leaves on the ground and everything. A few minutes with a chainsaw wouldn't hurt here. It's kind of a cool tunnel we're going through though. Alright. Yeah, I'll almost be there by now. Oh, I have made it. We have arrived at Balance Rock. Oh, geez, that was more of a walk than I expected you to get here. But this is it. Oh. Yeah, it's interesting there. It is balanced. Oh. Huh. Does seem to be like it's balanced on there. That's wild. Oh wow, yeah. That's pretty impressive actually. Maybe it was worth the walk. That was a bit of a hike to get here. First of all, it was a bit of hill climb, basically climbing up the side of a small mountain here. Trails were not properly marked, and with all the leaves it's hard to see the trail, so but we made it. That's kind of neat. You can actually see under there. You can see it's just being supported by that one point in the middle there. I would not have expected that. Alright, that was worth the hike. Not sure if there's a squirrel out there, if I'm not alone. Anyway, alright. Time to start working my way back. I should have brought some water with me. I'm thirsty. Yeah, it's cooled down a bit, down to 62. Sun's back behind clouds and that, so I've got my sweatshirt back on. But we're back at the campsite. That was a fun hike. I'm not going to get the kayak out today, as it turns out. Unfortunately, I kind of wanted to do it on those ponds, but that hike took a bit more out of me than I expected, so I'm going to just kind of relax at the campsite for the rest of the evening here. So get the fire pit going. Actually, I'm going to play with a couple of pairs of binoculars first. So I was recently given 2 different pairs of binoculars from 2 different people. First, I got this nice Bushnells. These came from my friend John, and they need a little bit of a cleaning. And it's got those lens caps, and one of the top lens caps. It's missing one of the eyepiece lens caps. But they need a little bit of good cleaning. But they're, what are they? 16 by 50s Bushnells, and yeah, they're not bad little binoculars at all. The other pair of binoculars, made by Nikon. And these ones actually came from an estate of a fellow ham radio operator I'm actually helping sell some stuff for. I got to keep these. These are a nice pair. What does it say? These are zoom binoculars, so they're 10 to 22 by 50s. So and this one is 16 by 50, so both the same light gathering power. This one here can go from wider to a narrower field though. And I'm going to try to decide which pair of these binoculars is going to stay in my van and which one is going to go into my truck instead. My soon-to-be purchased truck, which hopefully will be a Ford Escape or something like that, but we'll get into that in a future video. But anyway, so I'm just going to take both of these out onto the pond there, out to that dock there, and just take a look around, see which one gets better image and things like that. So I suspect the zoom ones are going to stay in the van though, because they're more versatile, and the Bushnells will go in the truck. Well, let's see. Bad. I like these Bushnells, that's for sure. Let's try the Nikons next. These are good too. Actually, I think the Bushnells actually have a slightly better image, but I like the versatility of the zoom on this one. So I guess that's going to be the plan there. We're going to keep the Nikons in the van, and we're going to put the Bushnells in my future vehicle that I'll be purchasing. Yes, I'm looking to buy myself a Ford Escape. That's what I really want. It's the used vehicle market is insane right now, though. The price is just too high. I can't afford one the prices that they're asking, and I'm not going to pay what they're asking for something that's over 10 years old either. So I'll wait it out. But I do need something soon though, because my old Mountaineer is dying on me. It's still around, but it's dying. So we're looking. But anyway, those Bushnells will live in that vehicle once I purchase that. So whenever that is. Anyway, there are a lot of birds around here. So I guess that's where we're going to stop today's video. It was a fun hike. I was hoping to get the kayak out for a bit, but that didn't happen. Didn't even have lunch. I just ended up having a bag of chips when I got back, because I got back so late. Getting on time for dinner, but we'll have that in the next video. So for now, we're going to say thanks for watching, and remember, slow down and enjoy life. Also hit that like button down there. And we'll talk to you guys later.